Welcome back to Tom's Life. Today we are making egg custards. The ingredients you need are plain flour, butter, eggs, milk, sugar and salt. First step to do is to prep all the ingredients. I'm going to start off making a pastry. First step, we're going to weigh out the plain flour. You will need 230 grams. I am using my talking scales.
It is 25 grams.
Just going to take a little bit out.
It is 233 grams. It is 226 grams. It is 231 grams.
That will do. Once you weighed out your plain flour, you're going to get a mixing bowl and you're going to tip all your plain flour in. Give it a good tap. Next step, we're going to weigh out 130 grams of butter. I'm using my talking scales. And you can either place it all in like that, but you want to slice it.
It is 30 grams. It is 30 grams. It is 65 grams. It is 65 grams. It is 88 grams. It is 88 grams. It is 131 grams.
That will do. So what you do is, you're going to take it off your mixing bowl. So once you have weighed out 130 grams of butter, you're going to take off the scales. And then you're going to place it in the mixing bowl. You're just going to place it on the top of your flour. And when you start using your fingertips, you'll break it apart into little pieces in your hands. Next step, we're going to weigh out 60 grams of caster sugar. I'm using my talking scales.
It is 14 grams. It is 30 grams. It is 48 grams. It is 51 grams. It is 60 grams.
Spot on. Once you weigh out your 60 grams of caster sugar, you're going to get a mixing bowl and you're going to place it in the bowl. So once you have weighed out 60 grams of caster sugar for your pastry, you're going to weigh out now 75 grams of caster sugar for your filling. So I'm going to use my talking scales. And you want to weigh out 75 grams of caster sugar.
It is 13 grams. It is 29 grams. It is 46 grams. It is 63 grams. 76 grams.
That will do. Once you have weighed out your caster sugar, you're going to get the mixing bowl.
Is 76 grams.
You're going to get the mixing bowl and you're going to pour all your caster sugar in. You want to give it a little tap and get it all out. Next step, you're going to crack your egg. You'll just need one egg for the pastry. So you want to give it a little crack. You want to break it in the middle. Break it down the middle. And don't catch all the shell so it doesn't go in. Once you have done that, you just want to put a tiny little drop of milk in. And with a fork, you want to start giving this a little beat. Get all the way round. So you mix all your egg and milk in together. Now you're going to start making your pastry. You want to break your butter up, what you've got in with your flour. So you're just breaking it into little pieces using your fingers. That's why you slice it when you weigh it, so it's more easy to break in the flour. And once you have broken it all up, you want to start using your fingertips and bring it from a height. So you start making breadcrumbs until all the butter has coated into the flour. You should have breadcrumbs. You can either do it this way, or you can put it in a food processor, and then you just want to blitz it down till you have a nice crumb texture. This is what it should look like when you have made it into breadcrumbs. Now you're going to place your caster sugar. Get it all out. And do you want to add in a pinch of salt? And then you want to give it a good stir using a knife. Do like a chop action so you get it all in. So they get all the way around the sides and the bottom of the bowl. So you're just going to do this for a minute or two till you've added in your sugar and salt. Then you will slowly add in your milk and eggs to bind it into a dough texture. Now you're going to add in your egg and milk to your bowl, and now you want to start bringing it together with your knife. So get all the way around the bowl. So what I did was, when it was first in the mixing bowl, I brought it all together. If it was a little bit too sticky and you've put a little bit too much milk in, you just put a little teaspoon of flour in and you bind it all together so it comes a nice thickness of dough. Then what I've done is already placed it on the surface with some flour, and now I've just rolled it out into this shape. you're going to get a little cutter and you're going to cut little circles out. Then you're going to place, then you will grease your trays, and then you will place the pastry all the way round so they make it into a little round shape. So what I've done is I got little pieces of butter and put them in the holes. You want to get your fingers in there and grease them. So when you place your pastry in, and then when you have cooked them and served them, they don't stick. So you're just giving them a good rub all round. Do them individually so they all get a good rub, and you get all the sides too. So with your cutter, once you have laid out your dough, mix it on some flour and you roll it out. You want to go through with your cutter and give it a good press through. Then you want to give it a little pat out. Then you want to place it in one of your holes. And then just carefully pat it out a little bit. Using the back of your thumbs, just to pinch it a little bit. I'll show you again how I did that. So you cut through your dough. You give it a little pat. You place it in. And then you just carefully pat it round with the back of your fingers, gently, so you don't break any of your dough. You make a little middle, a little hole in the middle, so when you have made your egg custard filling, they go in. Next step, you're going to preheat the oven. So you switch it on. And now using my bump on to tell me which one is the oven. You want to set this at 180. I have set that at 180 degrees. Let that just preheat. Then you'll place your pastry in to cook for 10 minutes while you're making your egg custard. Now you want to place your pastry in the oven to cook for 10 to 12 minutes. You put one on the top shelf. And you get your other one and you place it underneath. Then you close the door. You keep an eye on them. They should take about 10 to 12 minutes. While they're cooking, you make your egg custard. Now you're going to start making your egg custard. You first want to crack 3 eggs in a jug. You want to give it a little tap. Break it down the middle. Catch any of the shell. And you drop it in. I'll show you again how I did that. So you first break it. And drop the egg in. And catch any shell. And you keep doing your eggs. So you want 3 eggs in there. Next you want to pour some of the milk into the jug with your eggs. Pour half in. And now you want to get a whisk, and you want to start whisking them. So you break the eggs up and everything stirs in. Take a minute or two. So just give it a good beat. Next step, you're going to add in your caster sugar to your milk and eggs. You want to get it all in. Little tap. Give this a little bit of a whisk. So you're just giving this a little bit of a whisk so your sugar has evolved in the milk and eggs. But we've got raw eggs in, so please do not taste it because you might get salmonella. So once you have cooked your pastry, you want to put a bit of filling inside. So you just keep pouring. It's about 2 spoonfuls if you're using a spoon. So you just keep moving them. Then you do the other 3. Best to turn them around. And now you do the other side. And you just keep filling them. So once you have filled them all, you're going to place them in the oven to cook for another 10 to 12 minutes. So they cook and they have a nice wobble. Now you're going to place them in the oven to cook for 10 to 12 minutes. And you close the door and you want to keep an eye on them. Hope you like making these egg custards. Don't forget to hit the like button, share and subscribe, and thank you. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. More videos coming soon.